Good morning, students. Last class, we have to explain with the octahedral complex and tetrahedral complexes for crystal field splitting energy and also stabilization energy calculations. After that, total stabilization energy also calculation is completed. So today we are discuss about this metal carbonyls and stability of the complex compounds. So first one is called metal carbonyls. Metal carbonyls means this is called as a metallic compounds, organometallic compounds. When carbon monoxide metal bonded with the carbon monoxide, that is called as organometallic compound, that is nothing but the metal carbonyls. Okay, now today in metal carbonyls there are two types is there. One is called homonuclear carbonyls. Homonuclear carbonyls are nothing but other name is called mononuclear carbonyls. Second one is called polynuclear carbonyls. Polynuclear carbonyls. In a mononuclear carbonyls means only one metal atom bonded with carbon monoxide. Here two or more metal atoms join with the carbon monoxide is called as a polynuclear carbonyls. So the mononuclear means only one metal join with carbon monoxide. Polynuclear carbonyls means two or more metal atoms join with the carbon monoxide is called as a polynuclear carbonyls. In a mononuclear carbonyls means example is NiCO4, FeCO5, then next CO carbon monoxide 6. These are all the examples of the mononuclear carbonyls. Here only one metal atom join with the different types of ligands 4 or 5 or in 6. Therefore its shape is called, already knows, this is a pyramidal shape. So this is called as a triagonal bipyramidal shape. This is called as a octahedral shape. In a polynuclear carbonyls means example is suppose Mn2CO10. Next other name is called CO2 carbon monoxide is a 8. So here what you can observe, here two metal atoms join with the carbon monoxide. Here two carbon cobalt join with the 8 carbonyl groups. So this is about this metal carbonyls. So here very important is bonding in between metal versus carbon monoxide. This is very important. Suppose I am taken as a metal, I am taken. So metal having a vacant d orbital, and also carbon also I am taken. So this is also carbon monoxide. This is the carbon monoxide. When metal join with the carbon monoxide is nothing but generally carbon monoxide having a covalent bond. The covalent bond means triple bond is there. Here triple bond means one sigma bond to 2 pi bonds is there. So before that ligands means only bonding with metals only, but it is carbon monoxide is different. Why? Because carbon monoxide itself has a single bond and a pi bond is there. That's why here metal join with the sigma and pi bond. How it is formed with sigma and pi bond with carbon monoxide? So it's a metal atom. That is very, very important. So first of all, the carbon monoxide lone pair of electron present in there in carbon atom of the carbon monoxide is donated to the vacant orbital of the metal atom to form a sigma bond. First sigma bond. So lone pair of electrons present in the carbon atom of carbon monoxide donate to the vacant orbital of vacant metal orbital. So therefore the every metal atom having at least some unpaired electrons are there. That's why here how to formation with the sigma bond means the lone pair of electron present in the carbon atom of the carbon monoxide donated to the vacant orbital of the metal atom to form sigma bond. So once again I am telling very important. So how to sigma bond formation means this is a carbon monoxide. Here carbon atom of the one lone pair of electron donated to the central metal atom of the complex compound. So automatically to form a sigma bond. So therefore here what is the formed? Sigma bond formed. Okay. The next very important is how to pi bond formation. So here pi bond formation means when anti-bonding molecular orbital of carbon monoxide is overlap with filled d orbital of metal atom, to form a pi bond. This is a very very important. Here vacant or metal orbital of metal. So vacant orbital of the metal atom. So here filled d orbital of the metal atom. So very important is here a filled d orbital of the metal atom. Here a vacant orbital of the metal atom. So here pi bond is there. Pi bond how to form? When anti-bonding molecular orbital. When anti-bonding orbital means that is called as a pi star. What is called? Pi star. Before MO theory lo bonding molecular orbital means sigma bond. So anti-bonding means sigma star. So bonding means pi, anti-bonding means pi star. So already one sigma bond means one single bond completed. Suppose pi bonds formed means first of all we have to complete with the sigma bond. So then only pi bond will be formed. Sigma bond means internuclear axis, head-on-head axis. So whereas pi bond is a sideways overlapping is there. So that's why pi bond formation means here carbon monoxide contains the pi bond is there. But how to the pi bond formed in between the metal and the carbon monoxide means very important word. When anti-bonding molecular orbital of carbon monoxide is overlap with the filled d orbital of the metal atom to form a pi bond. Therefore this is the sideways overlapping. Therefore here a pi star will be there. And after that final statement, when the overlap with each other means the electrons are delocalized between the metal atom and carbon monoxide. That is very very important. That's why here donor atom, generally ligands are donor atom, therefore donate the lone pair of electron to metal atom. This is a natural arrow mark, but this arrow mark goes to filled metal orbital of the filled metal orbital. It can delocalize with the carbon monoxide of what is there? Anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide. Therefore, it is a delocalization in between the metal and the carbon monoxide. Pi bond formed. That pi bond is nothing but anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide so to the filled d orbital of the metal atom. Therefore, the electrons are delocalized. That bond is called as a back bonding. What is called? Back bonding. This effect is known as, what is the word? Synergic effect. This type of sigma and pi bond is named as a synergic effect. So this causes only when metal join with the carbon monoxide, that effect is called as a synergic effect. When a vacated d orbital, when an anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide, that back bonding is there. Why? Because the electrons are delocalized in between the metal atom to anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide. That's why it is called as a back bonding. So it is a sigma and a pi bond will be formation. But here very important is, so how to bond formed between the metal and the carbon monoxide. One is called sigma bond, second one is called pi bond. Sigma bond means so vacated d orbital of the metal, whereas the pi bond means filled so d orbital of the metal atom. First one is lone pair of electron donated to the vacant d orbital. Here the anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide overlap with the filled d orbital of the metal to form a pi bond. Okay na? So this is a sigma and a pi bond. This effect is known as synergic effect. Now here what is the name of this one? I am asking. So what is the main name of dimanganese decacarbonyl 0. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature. What is the name? Dimanganese decacarbonyl, so 0 oxidation state. Now here what is the name of this one? Dicobalt octacarbonyl 0. What is the name? So dimanganese here I am writing. So here decacarbonyl, here octacarbonyl is there. That's why dimanganese decacarbonyl 0. So here is the dimanganese decacarbonyl 0. So now how to write the structures of these complex compounds? First you are writing with Mn2. Now a manganese. Here there are 10. Each manganese will be connected with a different carbon monoxide. This is a 3 plus 3, 6. Here 7. Here 8. Here 9. Here 10. This is the structure of Mn2CO10. That is okay na? So next one. Here CO2, CO8 is there. Here carbon monoxide and cobalt is there. Very important. Cobalt means capital C, small oxygen is there. So that's why here the cobalt is also there. Here also carbon monoxide. Here C double bond O. Here C double bond O. This is the structure of CO2, CO8. Therefore, here very important when how many number of bridged carbon monoxide is there? Means here one bridged carbon monoxide, here one bridged carbon monoxide is there. Therefore, in CO2, CO8, how many number of bridged carbon monoxide is there? Means here 2 bridged carbon monoxide, here 6 equatorial carbon monoxide is there. That is okay na? So this is about the. Now before FeCO5 is there, trigonal bipyramidal. NiCO4 is a pyramidal in shape. So CO, 6 is there means so that is nothing but the octahedral complexes. Therefore mononuclear carbonates already you know shape, but it is a polynuclear carbonates is a different shape. So but here 2 metal atoms join with the carbon monoxide, that is called as a polynuclear carbonates. In that polynuclear carbonates, so CO2, CO8 contains 2 bridged carbon monoxide is there. So this is about the metal with the carbonates. Metal will be joined with the carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide present first triple bond is there. Triple bond is there, generally bond length will be less. When the carbon monoxide attacked by the metal atom, automatically bond length will become increases because of triple bond will be broken to the other bond. Therefore triple bond generally bond length will be less. Double bond will be more bond length. when carbon monoxide attack to the cobalt or in other metal atom, generally the bond length will become so increases. So this is the synopsis about the metal carbonyl or metal bonding with the carbon monoxide. It causes sigma and pi bond. Sigma bond means filled d orbital to lone pair of electrons present in the central atom of the carbon in carbon monoxide. So second one is called the anti-bonding molecular orbital of the carbon monoxide overlap with the filled d orbital of the metal to form a pi bond. Anti-bonding molecular means pi star. This effect is known as synergy effect. So next concept, stability of the complex compound. What is that? Next one, stability of complex compound. Stability of the complex compound. But generally, more repulsions is there means more will be the energy. More will be the energy means lesser will be the stability. Already you know. But here, very important is when a complex compound dissolved in water to dissociated less extent. What is the important word? Less extent. Why? Because this is the complex compound is a one sphere. Sphere having a number of ligands are there. Outside of the sphere is very less. Therefore, when the complex compound and dissolve in water to dissociate with the less extent but not in the large extent. That is very important. But the stability will be depends with the stability. Generally, more will be the stability means the dissociation will be less. Very important word. So here the stability constant Ks. The stability constant inversely proportional to the K of dissociation. So dissociation value will be more means stability constant will be less. Stability constant will be more means dissociation value will become so less. Therefore, it is inversely proportional. Stability more means dissociation will be less. Therefore, the Ks means stability constant inversely proportional to the dissociation. For example, Cn twice is there, whole power. Next one, CD second ligand cadmium. Here Cn twice is there. This value 7.1 into 10 power minus 8. Here 2.1 into 10 power minus 28. This is called as a Ks value. So among these, which is the value will be more stability means more will be the value. Therefore, more will be the stability. Different complex compound, different values are given means stability constant. Which is having more stability means the more will be the value and more will be the stability of the complex compound. But today we have to discuss about the metal will be bonded with the number of ligands. So how to exhibit the stability of the complex? Suppose M plus 4 ligands gives rise to ML4. Okay na? So now how to write the stability constant Ks is equal to molar concentration of product divided by reactants. Why? Because the equilibrium constant already knows. Equilibrium constant is equal to the product of molar concentration of products divided by reactants. Therefore, this is the product. This is equal to reactant. So square bracket M L power 4. This is the one equation I am writing this one. So M plus 4L gives ML4. Ks value given. But here this is called as a single step reactions. Single step reaction. Now I am writing several steps reactions. So several step reactions mean first one Ml react with the Ml. Second Ml plus L gives rise to Ml2. Third one Ml2 plus L gives rise to ML3. ML3 plus L gives rise to ML4. This is the 4 steps involved in the different steps. This is called single step. This is called several step. Now I am writing here K1 is equal ml divided by m into L concentration. K2 is equal to, how to write, ml2 divided by, so ml into L. So K3 means, how to write the K3 value, that is equal square bracket ml3 divided by square bracket ml2 into L. So last one, K4 is equal to ml4 divided by concentration of ml3 into L, that is, this is called K4. But already you know, so according to the chemical kinetics or in a chemical equilibrium, the overall rate constant is equal to the single rate constant equal. Therefore, so here the K1 into K2 into K3 into K4 is equal to Ks. Okay, na? This is a more single step. This is called as a several step. This several step means all steps will be stability constant multiple means this is called as a several steps. This is called as a single step. Already you know. So different rate constant given means how to convert with a single rate equation means so you have to multiple with so different rate constant is equal to single step rate constant equal, that is. Okay na? So that's why here in case so nothing but I am taking as a beta 4, where beta 4 into K1 into K2 into K3 into K4. Okay na? So now here K1 into K2 into K3 into K4 is nothing but beta 4. Beta 4 is called stability constant for different steps, that is called beta 4. Now in the place of Ks, what I am writing? Beta 4 is equal to ml4 divided by m into L power 4. So here beta 4 is called stepwise stability constant, where Ks is equal to stability constant for single reaction, where beta 4 in place of K1, K2, K3, K4, I am writing with the beta 4. Beta 4 nothing but the Ks, that is equal to ml4 divided by m into L power 4. Therefore, how to write the dissociation this value? The beta 4 inversely proportional to K of dissociation. So other one, K of dissociation inversely proportional to 1 by beta 4. For example, one problem given. So beta 4 value 2.1 into 10 power minus 3 given. Calculate the dissociation constant. Therefore, what is the formula? Dissociation constant is equal to 1 by beta 4. Beta 4 is equal to 2.1 into 10 power minus 3. So here there is no units because of the constant value. The stability constant is always a dissociation constant reciprocal, where dissociation value will be less means stability constant will be more. So this is about this stability of the complex compound. Now here overall what you can observe, dissociation inversely proportional to the stability constant. Among these values are given means so which is having more will be the value and more will be the stability, lesser will be the dissociation and more will be the stability. Okay na? So this is about this stability of the complex compound. So and previously metal carbonate completed. The last synopsis, color of the complex compound. Tomorrow you can explain with the color of the complex. After that later on the ending applications is there. You have to read that uses of the complex compound. Suppose for example cisplatin is there. Cisplatin is used as a cancer chemotherapy. EDTA4 minus will be used as a removal of hardness from the water. So generally DMG also you can use it. So next one, photograph fixing means when a hypo react with the AgBr to form sodium argentothiosulfate, that can be used as a photographic fixing. So backside some uses already there that you have to read with uses line by line. First paper page, last page, textbook very important, I am told already. So that's why the next concept is so what is that? How to the complex compound can exhibit the different color. So next class I am telling you that one. So what you are today this week's syllabus from starting to ending syllabus, but majority question comes from the optical isomerism 2. So up to this one, in that so most of the question comes from the valency bond theory and crystal field theory. Why? Because this entire total chapter, that two theories is a very most important. So that's why don't miss that two theories. So majority of question comes from the crystal field theory and also valency bond theory. Thank you.